to do is ride with me. Yeah, babe. It's Larombe. All I want you to do is ride with me. All I want you to do is ride. You broke down on the side of love's highway, but you failed to pay your AAA. So there'll be no toll. You were the damsel that was in distress. I came along and offered you a lift. So do you wanna go? All I want you to do is ride with me. Ride. Just how far we'll go in time, we'll see. We'll see. Let's take off on a love journey. Love journey. All I want you to do is ride. You say you traveled down this road before. Got stranded because love went off course. But there'll be no more detours. We'll keep a steady pace, but not too fast. And when the road gets blocked, we'll find a way to get past. All I want you to do is ride with me. I want you to ride with me. Just how far we'll go in time, we'll see. We'll see. Let's take off on a love journey. On a love journey. All I want you to do is ride. All I want you to do is ride with me. Ride with me. Just how far we'll go in time, we'll see. We'll see. Let's take off on a love journey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. It's Sunday. This is our 11th show in the can. I'm your host, Linda Morgan, and you are riding with us on Jazzabrations Live here on this Sunday afternoon. As you heard that great song, that great intro, I have two amazing guests in the studio with me today, and I'm always excited and over the moon and over the top. And my first guest will be none other than Mr. Larombe. Welcome, Mr. Larombe.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
Well, I am so glad to finally meet you. I have played with your flyers online and, made the introduction through my assistant, Charlotte Pope. Right. And so I'm grateful for you to be here in studio with me today.
It's a pleasure and an honor, believe me.
Well, tell us a little bit about that first song. It sounded pretty funky there.
It is funky because that's the way it is.
Okay.
It's the first song on the album, and it's kind of like a ride-along song, So it's kind of a song when you're riding along, you just kind of bounce into it. And that's pretty much it. It's just a fun song.
Okay. It was pretty groovy.
Yeah.
Ride along with me?
Yeah, ride with me. It's like I said, it's a ride-along song.
Okay.
It's got that bump.
If you want to ride with me.
Yeah, there you go. I like that rendition.
I do. But, I'm not
yours.
a singer. But it sounds very good coming in to it.
See, now that's the beauty of what you did. See, that lets me know that even though you think you can't sing, that something touched you enough that made you sing.
Right, to do the harmony piece.
It doesn't matter how good you think it is. The fact that you're singing it is, that makes me feel good.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
because that's what it's meant to do, is to make people sing, especially that part, because that's the hook. So it's supposed to hook you.
Okay. Well, it did a little hook in there. Well, why don't you tell my audience, Jazzabrations Live, I honor jazz and blues legends, and I have jazz, and we talk about jazz and blues, but I've opened up my show to different genres. I've started a new schedule for next year where I will be doing first Sundays, all music, which covers all music other than jazz and blues.
Okay.
And then my second Sundays will be for my blues legends. And my third Sunday is because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to be bringing in small businesses, talking about them. And my fourth Sunday will be for my jazz legends. And then I'm a mother to a 16-year-old who will come on the show later, and we'll talk about him.
Okay.
But tell the audience a little bit about Larombe so that they can get to know who you are.
All right. Well, my musical journey started in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And my dad was a drummer. It's called Bunny the Beat Baker. And actually, my new album is called Bunny's Boy, because when I used to go over to my dad's house and hang out, he used to make me sing, and in front of the cats. The cats were hanging out. And my dad used to hang out with people like Charlie Parker and Billie Holiday and people like that. And so the cats would be hanging out at the crib, and he'd make me sing these songs that I didn't really want to do. And but I think he knew something that I didn't know at that time. So because I was heavily into, I wanted to be, a baseball player. That was my whole dream. So why has he got me up here singing, whatever. So, but after a while, it kind of, I don't know, I got that bug bit me. And next thing I knew, I was being recruited into this neighborhood group. These guys were just like doing this thing for one night. They were doing almost like a Milli Vanilli thing.
I remember that group.
And we were doing a song by a group called the Volcanoes, called Storm Warning. And so we got, they didn't really know what they were doing, and so I kind of started to organize things and what have you, and did the choreography, and we got up there, and even though we weren't really singing, just the fact that we were up there on that stage, and the audience, and the whole ambiance, I was totally hooked. And so, bye-bye baseball. Baseball been very, very good to me, but, hasta la vista. So I went from center field to center stage. And so we had a group called the Superbs that we formed in Westchester, Pennsylvania, because we moved out of Philly and we moved to Westchester, and that's like my musical birthplace. And we just started singing and became, pretty popular around the area. And then the guys kind of got complacent. They didn't really want to move to the next level like I wanted to,
Okay.
And so I had to go solo and start doing things around town and got on the circuit, with Frankie Beverly and people like that, Sister Sledge. And then from there, I started writing. I started writing these. I didn't know what I was doing, but, I was writing anyway. And then I was asking the band, hey, I got with this band in Philly, and I said, hey, I got these original songs, and they were like, yeah, okay, we'll do them. And they never got around to it. And so after a while, I got frustrated. I was trying to get other people around, to do these original songs and stuff, and I couldn't really, just didn't seem like it was meant to be. So after a while, I just decided I was going to go west, young man, go west. And I started my trek out here. But before I got here, I stopped in Akron, Ohio. I had a friend there who was going to school at Akron University. And somehow I got this position as a disc jockey at WAUP-FM. And we got to be the #1 radio show.
All right now.
And it was really a lot of fun and everything, but I still wanted to make music and not just play music. So I just said, hasta la vista again, and headed west and came on out here. And then, it took a little bit to get used to, everything and the transitions, from East Coast to West Coast. But eventually I went to LACC, started meeting people, and put a group together called Taste of Paradise. And Taste of Paradise came to the attention of Frank Wilson. And Frank Wilson was a producer at Motown, and he liked one of my songs that he wanted to do with a group called New Birth. And that's how I started as far as the writing career. And from there, there was a guy at LACC who had a production deal. And he had a studio session, and he invited me down. I went down, was hanging out, and he and the executive producer, they got into a big old, it was like Tyson and,
Oh, they got into a squabble?
Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield kind of stuff.
So that has took you into your writing career.
I was there, and he just walked out. And so the guy was there, and he said, hey, I got the studio time. He looked at me and said, can you finish this? I didn't know what I said, I'll give it a shot. I never did anything, like producing. And he said, well, got the time, might as well give it a shot. So I went in there and did what I could do. And he was impressed enough that he eventually signed me to a production deal. And that production deal led to a record deal, which was kind of funny because the way I got the record deal was somebody called me and said that, hey, man, I found this. I got this cassette, and, your name's on it, blah, blah, blah. We heard it, I really like it, and blah, we want to do this. And I was like, man, who is this? So I thought it was a prank. So I hung up on the guy twice. Third time he called back. He said, look, man, don't hang up on me again. I'm blah, 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 blah. And then he said Curtom Records. And I knew that was Curtis Mayfield's label.
At the time.
And I said, Curtom? Well, why didn't you say it in the first place? You know what I mean? So,
all right.
So eventually that led to a record deal. We never found out how he got a hold of that tape, but he said that his friend was cleaning out his closet and threw the tape in the trash. And he said, what is that? And he says, I don't know, man. He just played it off. He said, well, man, might as well listen to it. So he took it out of the trash and played it.
Wow.
And that's when he called me.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Okay, well, that's an awesome introduction to the music industry. And I know the songs that we're going to hear on from your new CD.
Right.
And your new CD is called?
Bunny's Boy.
Bunny's Boy. We're going to go into your second track on your CD.
Okay.
And then you can tell us a little bit about it.
All right.
We play that second track on that CD. See, we're not talking over it, so.
It's Larombe. She's from another planet. She's not from here.
And after that first night,
that became crystal clear. Oh, the things she do to me are out of this world.
she's spacey,
But tasty, she is my alien girl. My girlfriend is an alien. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. My girlfriend is an alien. She's from another planet, not of this earth.
no background was ever found.
There's no certificate of birth. She might be from Mars or Venus.
Most astrologers claim
And that's the planet of love. My girlfriend is an alien. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. My girlfriend is an alien.
looked up one night and saw some flashing light.
What was that? Hovered above me and landed in the field.
Just as I got there, the mothership took off, and that's when I first saw
My alien girl. She just landed.
and now she's
My
stranded.
alien girl. My girl.
Her love is
She's my sweet alien girl. She is my baby. Love out of this world.
from a different galaxy.
Wow. What was the name of that?
Alien Girl.
Alien Girl. I know y'all were out there rocking because I saw you online just grooving to the sounds of Larombe. Again, I'm back. I'm your host, Linda Morgan, with Jazzabrations Live, and my first guest, Mr. Larombe. That was his second cut on his new CD.
Yeah, Bunny's Boy.
Bonnie's Boy. And
Right.
Bonnie is your mom or your dad?
Bunny is my dad.
Your dad. His dad, this CD is a legacy to your dad.
Yes.
Well, I am excited. You know, I was wondering what was going on. You guys see I didn't have my headphones on, so I'm wondering. I can't hear. But anyway, you know, you can always call in and say hello to our guests, 323-293-3375, as we listen to the sounds of Larombe. I just want to play your music. I just want to get to the cuts on your song, and then we can always come back and talk after that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go straight through. Let's get another one of those cuts. And then, you know, as people listen in, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about them.
Okay.
So in my studio, let's go to that next song.
Yeah. Incredible. Our love is. Still can't believe it. Is this a dream? Feels like we're starring in a movie scene.
I picture this moment in my mind when I finally find that one of a kind.
It's so incredible the way I'm feeling, and you're responsible, 'cause your love is so pleasing. It's so incredible how deep you touch me, and my doubts that it was possible, 'cause love always eluded me. All the tears and the heartache, the hurt and the pain. If it led to this moment, I'd do it all again.
Boy, you restored my faith, opened up my heart, shined your loving light on me,
Chased away the dark. It's so incredible the way I'm feeling, and you're responsible, 'cause your love is so pleasing. I'm loving your body, loving your mind, loving the way your spirit shines.
my prayers been answered, my dream came true.
I knew it from the moment that I met you. We're both wide awake, so
This is not a dream.
Wow. Tell us a little bit about that cut.
Well, that cut features a young lady that has an amazing voice.
What's her name?
Her name is Charlotte Pope.
Get out of here. Oh, my God. That was Charlotte.
That's right.
Okay, she better call in right now. I did not know that was her.
Right.
We're just listening, and that was amazing.
Well, it's incredible.
Incredible. But that's amazing that was our Charlotte.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Charlotte.
I'm
that's
acting
Charlotte
silly
Pope.
because that song right there was my assistant, none other than Miss Charlotte Pope. She better call in on this phone right now because I am over the moon excited. 323-293-3375. My in-studio guests are excited as I am.
Yeah, she's a real sweetheart, and she's on a few of the tracks on the Bunny's Boy album. She was on my previous album, California Soul. And we have a duet on there also. And she's done a lot of background things for me. So
Okay.
she is truly incredible and just one of the nicest people to work with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She is my assistant. She helps me with the shows every week.
She's you know.
Oh, my goodness. 323-293. Oh, we have a caller on the line. Welcome to the show. You've reached Linda Morgan on our Jazzabrations Live with our guest, Larombe. This better be Charlotte, but if it's not, I'm just kidding.
It's Charlotte. It's Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte. There she goes.
It's incredible.
Hello. Guys are so silly. It's always an honor working with Larombe. He writes such great, great music. I was going to call in anyway because I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to ask him, what is your writing process? How do you come up with your songs? Because every song on each of his albums are so eclectically different that no two songs sound alike, which is what I truly love about his music. So can you expound upon that, Larombe?
Oh, wow. Let me ponder.
Okay, you have a lot of time to ponder, so get talking.
I kind of pattern my projects like Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
And when I was coming up listening to Stevie, he did all kinds of, different styles and things. And even though you knew it was Stevie, he had that, his flavor was always there. But still, he didn't make everything sound alike. So that's what I try to do with my projects. My writing process, I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes I just hear stuff, and then I just obey and just,
That's spirit-filled.
Do what they tell me to do. Sometimes I'll just be fiddling around and come up with something. There's a lot of different ways it comes about. I've gotten songs from sounds I've heard outside, birds or whatever, and somehow it triggers something that whatever. Because, see, my belief is that the song is already written, but it's just on the other side. And and I'm just like a channel and trying to filter it through. So that's the process. I just try to listen and let the song write itself instead of, trying to force the issue.
Well, that is a great way, because that song right there, I didn't know it was Charlotte when it was being played. Mm-hmm. Girl, you know what? You're going to get it when we get off of this air. I just want you to know that. But thank you for calling in, ma'am. That now we know that is... You could find Charlotte Pope on my Facebook friends.
Yeah, and thanks for the question. That was a really good...
Thank you.
Very good
interview question.
Thank you for taking my question. And also, Larombe, thank you for letting me be a part of your artistic ride.
Letting you? Oh, my God. Please.
Absolutely, Miss Pope.
Thank you.
I will be rocking that song more often. Thank you, my dear. We're going to play that at the Jazzabrations. Ha, ha, ha. How about that one?
Oh, we're going to do it live.
Yes. All music.
Right, Charlotte?
Right, Larombe.
All right.
Okay, we're going to come. Well, see, there goes another project, birth on my show. The Larombe Charlotte Project coming up soon.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, you guys have a good one.
All righty, thank you for calling in, Charlotte.
Bye.
Wow, that was Miss Charlotte Pope, the original artist of that song on the CD. Well, we're just going to go right on into the next song. Let's groove on to the next song.
Well, the next song is, the first two songs were kind of like fun kind of things. And then you heard Incredible, it was romantic. And now this song is a little deeper. And it's called A Healing, because I want people to hear it because I think we all could use a healing at this time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Is there a doctor in the house? We need a healing. Don't know where we are, but we've gone way too far. The biggest bandage can't cover up the scars that we've inflicted on our hearts. Oh no. Tell me, how did it ever come to this? There's just too much internal We've both been poisoned by the past. from ailments unknown. Resentment infected our brittle bones. That's why our love can't stand on its own. That's why I say we need a healing. We need a healing. Rid ourselves of all unhealthy feelings. Let's sew up the wound and stop the bleeding. So this love can survive. Oh yeah. Can you please tell me how in the hell did this illness start? Tell me. Spite is like a cancer that spread to our hearts. We need a healing to rid ourselves of all unhealthy feelings. Let's sew up the wounds and stop this bleeding.
Wow. That one did go deep on us
Yeah, I like to mix it up.
for healing.
It's called A Healing, and actually that song was the only collaboration that's on the track. A gentleman by the name of Elliot Bolt from Toronto. Shout out to Elliot. We collaborated on that song.
Oh, it sounds great.
No, he's a fantastic guitarist and a good guy to work with, and comes up with some really nice ideas and things. So I'm really grateful for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to wind up and end up with your last song, but tell our audience how they can find you out on the internet land.
Well, the
Do you have
album.
an internet, a website or anything?
Yeah, the album should be out tomorrow. Bunny's Boy. It should be out today, actually, from what they told me. So I would say right now, the best way to reach me would be at Larombe at Gmail.
And spell that for people so they know.
Larombe is LAROM as in Mary, B as in Baker, E as in Edward. So you can email me at Larombe at Gmail, and then I can instruct you where to go for the CD and the website. The website should be up also at the same time. So we're hoping today or tomorrow to get that.
Okay. Well, then we're going to close it out with your last song on the CD. It's been a blast having you here. And I know that I'll be having you back on as a guest with my assistant, Miss Charlotte Pope.
Yes.
As you guys will be able to explore this musical journey that you guys are taking.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for being my guest. And as a guest on my show, I have a Jazzabration Live hat.
Oh, you got my color right there.
This blue.
Oh, yeah. Don't go no further.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And then I also have for you a nice Jazzabrations pen.
Okay.
As well as this wonderful Jazzabrations cup.
Oh, I get to take the cup home.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
These are gifts for my guest of being on my show.
I greatly appreciate that.
This was a new product idea that I've started. I have a 16-year-old who has a project to do for school. He has to start a business. And so I started his business for him. He likes the green hat. Of course, I have it in beige. And then I will be always wearing red. And then I also have it in black. And these are going to be on sale for just $15 for those who, like to buy them and help me brand and promote Jazzabrations Live.
Fantastic.
Well, let's go into your final song as we roll out to my next guest. But thank you so much for coming and being a part of Jazzabrations Live.
Thank you. This song is called What a Shame. And we did a video on this. You can go on and find it on YouTube. It's called What a Shame by Larombe and the Concerned Artist of L.A. This is a song about Trayvon Martin and on and on and on and on.
Okay. Well, let's go into that cut. And again, thank you for being on Jazzabrations Live.
Thank you for having me, Linda.
Absolutely.
It's been a blast.
We'll be right back,
I
y'all.
don't understand it. Makes no sense. Is this how God planned it? Is this how it was meant? A city hot by fire, 'cause justice was cold. A black body lying in the street, just 19 years old. Why can't all people be treated as equal? Why should it matter what race or creed? How can one color be better than others? But that's how some folk choose to believe. People in power don't want to lose control, so at any price they'll sacrifice their souls. They're down on immigration, they want to build a wall to keep out those people whose skin is not like theirs at all. Why can't all people be treated as equals? Why should it matter what race or creed? How can one color be better than others? But that's how some folk choose to believe. What a shame. What a shame. They're killing our kids. What a damn shame. Yeah. Something's gotta change. Brothers down like Trayvon and Michael Brown. Shoot young brothers down like Trayvon and Michael Brown. Why can't all people be treated as equals? Why should it matter what race or creed? How can one color be better than others? Some folk choose to believe. Why can't all people be treated as equal? Why should it matter what race or creed? How can one color be better than others? That's how some folk choose to. Something's gotta change. Shooting down young brothers, cause their skin is dark. Some get away with it, and it's all legit. Been like this from the start. What a shame. A shame. Yes it is. Yes it is. It's a shame.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That was an amazing first half of the Jazzabrations Live. I'm your host, Linda Morgan. Mr. Larombe got some bad music. Y'all should check it out. I will be featuring him and Charlotte Pope real soon. So we will get back to that music. But I'm over the moon excited as always because I have one of my good friends in the studio with me today. Yes. Okay. Calm down, Linda. I know y'all saying she all excited because she got her friend Sharon in the studio. We're going to come in and we're going to start this show off with one of Sharon's cuts. So when we come back, y'all going to tell us what you think about Sharon's first cut on her new CD. I don't know the name of it, but
Love Dance.
Love
Dance.
Dance. Love Dance.
From too much talk to silent touches, sweet touches. We turned our hearts to love, then tried it. First time romance. There in the quiet, love learns to dance. We loved, we slept, we left the lights on. The night's gone, and morning finds us caught in life's most sensible trance. Turn up the quiet. Love wants to dance.
Welcome back, Love Dance. I have in the studio with me my big good friend, Jazzy Sharon Marie Cline. And she is here because she's going to be at LACMA. Y'all remember a couple of years ago when we turned out LACMA down there on Wilshire and Fairfax? Well, Miss Sharon Marie Cline is going to be there this Friday, turning it out with her songs. This is where I want to be on her CD. So welcome to my studio, Sharon.
Thank you, Linda. I'm so glad to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you, dear. Remember when we did this with Barbara Perkins?
Yes, I do. All those years ago.
Yes. Here I am, full circle.
Yeah.
Doing this wonderful work. Doing what I love to do. And, I really did want to get in front of the cameras then, but years passed by. Then I started becoming this Toastmaster person. Yeah. And now I'm so comfortable with talking on the mic and just having my friends in studio with you and having a conversation.
And you're such a great support to all of us musicians, jazz and otherwise, but you are an amazing support. So I'm so thrilled to be here to support you and your vision as well.
Oh, thank you so much. That first song was called Love Dance.
Yes. It's an Yvonne Lynn song that we have, I call it deranging. I take a lot of standards or pop songs, and in the studio we recreate them in our image or in my expression of what I want to communicate. So we made this into kind of we created an Afro-Cuban kind of bed for the song and the melody to kind of lie in and float over in it. It just came out to be a really beautiful, dreamy quality.
It is awesome. That's baby making music.
It is. I'm saying it's sexy and it's dreamy.
Yes. Well, I want to jump into, I know we got less than an hour, so I want to jump in as many of your songs in your CD as we can. So we're just going to go to the second cut, which is Happy Talk. Happy Talk. We are going into Happy Talk.
Happy Talk.
Talk about things you'd like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about a moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music he can make. Happy talk about things you'd like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true?
Happy talk is so amazing.
Thank you.
Well, you know, I'm a jazz head by heart, so don't hate. Just understand that that's where my work is, and I love me some jazz, and I love my jazz loving friends.
Yeah.
You guys just make my world rock. Good. Even though my honey says that I can sing, you know.
Yeah,
one day I'm gonna break out.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So tell us about this CD. This is where I want to be.
Yes, this CD is was a kind of coming of age CD for me. It was kind of at the place in my life where I stopped listening to every other voice out there that told me to go this way, to tell me to go that way. But I actually decided to go my way.
Right.
Which is all rooted in love, which is all rooted in the heart, which is all rooted about the music and the possibility. I'm an optimistic person by nature. So the songs that I sing tend to be dreamy and loving and just send out or share a positive vibration, because I really do believe that we need more of that.
Well, you know, Sugar on My Lips was my favorite song when this came out. So Sugar on My Lips is coming to us now.
And I wrote it too, so.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you like that one.
Well, because I remember when Letitia Owens, who's out there, and remember, you can call in on 323-293-3375 and talk to us. We will be taking calls, but I just want to hear music right now. So I'm going into Sugar on My Lips, and we can, you know, even talk over the song as it's playing. As it's, I've learned that little technique, but Sugar on My Lips would be the next one up.
Great. Thanks.
Why do I love you so strong, like a bead of honey, all wrong, but I can't helping myself, tasting your taste in tiny sips. Baby, you're like sugar on my lips. All through the summer we were so bad, and when it got hotter, so glad. Should've known I couldn't resist, couldn't stop with just one kiss. Baby, you're like sugar on my lips. You've got that wicked little smile, and you smell so sweet. I feel those muscles in your arms, they knock me off my feet. When we're close and the room is dark, kiss me, baby, drive me crazy. I like this part.
OMG. See, that song can go all day, and we won't even get to the next songs, because that one right there, that's sultry.
Thank you. And if you like that, you should check out the video. It's on YouTube. Has many, many, many hits, called Sugar on My Lips by Sharon Marie Cline.
Absolutely.
And it's sexy, sexy, sexy.
Oh, guys, I'm sure y'all are all on your phones now going to YouTube and looking up Sharon Marie Cline. She has over 10,000 followers on Facebook, so on
40.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about you being in the studio with me. I change clothes, and yes, I put on my Navigate with Your Heart t-shirt, because this is Sharon's T-shirt.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure that I put it on and promote your wonderful show that's coming up this, honey, that's where we will be Friday, okay?
Friday.
Just so you know, we're going to LACMA, and we're going to be behind the stages and watching Sharon's show.
And you're going to dance, and you're going to sing.
And
yes, you are.
Yes, we're going to have a wonderful time. Sharon came to my birthday party when I turned out LACMA 2 years ago.
That's right.
And we had such a great time. And I know that this CD, This Is Where I Want to Be, is amazing. I don't know why Letitia from Atlanta has not called us yet, but she was very instrumental in help promoting this a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And just the promotions that we do on Facebook are amazing. And so I want to jump right into Laughter in the Rain. We're going to just play her songs back to back because I want you to hear amazing, just little snippets, because we're going to go online and we're all going to purchase Sharon's songs, and you're going to find her. And if you're here in LA, you definitely got to meet us out at LACMA
this Friday.
This Friday coming up.
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. And if you don't know where LACMA is, it is on Wilshire and Fairfax. Google it. Say, hey, Siri, and she will find it for you.
And guess what, everyone? It's a free concert.
And it's free. That's right.
Yeah. So come on. There's no excuse.
Come on out and enjoy some amazing live jazz. Bring a coat because it's now, it's getting colder earlier. 5 o'clock, it's dark. So, make sure you dress for the occasion. But let's go right on into Laughter in the Rain.
Strolling along country roads with my baby. It starts to rain, it begins to pour. Without an umbrella, we're soaked to the skin. I feel a shiver run up my spine. I feel the warmth of his hand in mine. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Oh, how I love those rainy days and the happy way I feel inside. Turn to him and he kisses me. There with the beat of the rain on the leaves, softly he breathes and I close my eyes, sharing our love under stormy skies. Ooh, rainy days and the happy way I feel inside. I feel inside.
Yes. Laughter in the Rain. I remember that one very well. I love that song. You have some incredible songs on this CD.
Thank you, honey.
There are so many.
Yeah.
You guys better get your copy of This Is Where I Want to Be. Yeah. This CD is amazing. And I understand that some of you out there are out in the field and you don't know where the links are. You've only had a week to find this. I'm not going to call you out and shout you out on live radio station. But you could go to YouTube. We're going to make this real simple. You can go to YouTube and you can put in Morris Media Studios, because whenever they are live, the show that's on will come up. How about that, Letitia? Okay? I got you. Yes, just go to Morris Media Studios on YouTube and you will find us, because obviously she's having a hard time trying to find us on Facebook.
I get it.
So I get it. We are everywhere. We're trying to expand our brand, so we are on YouTube with the studio, and you're on Jazzabrations Live with my personal station, because this is Jazzabrations Live with Linda Morgan. Hope that you find it, Letitia. Don't even worry about that. How about calling in, Letitia? 323-293-3375. We don't want you to watch it, Letitia. We want you to call in. That's right, because we want to hear from you. So how about that?
Yes, Letitia, call us.
Any callers want to call in, we love to welcome yours too. But I just had to get that because I saw it on my phone. She actually cursing and going off on Facebook like this is some, But anyway, I love the fact that this is where I want to be. This is the song that is titled for this CD, and this is the one that you're gonna love this one. This is where I want to be. We're going straight into the next song. This is where I want to be, because this is the title track.
And I wrote it as well.
Yes.
Co-wrote it.
Two of us, the quiet sea, a bossa nova in the breeze. Feel the rays of sunlight washing over me. I feel laughter in the waves rushing toward us as children play, trying to race the water as it sweeps the shore away. How lovely, this is where I want to be, here with you so close to me, caressed by nature's sweet, sweet splendor, in your arms so strong and tender, surrendering to your sweet charms. The language of the sea transforms, cast away reality and look to the sea. Sweetness of your kiss tells me that this is where I want to be.
Well, you guys, there are so many. This CD is so bad. It has so many cuts on it. We're not going to have time to get through all of them. So I'm going to ask Sharon to tell you where online you can go and get this CD.
Absolutely. You can purchase my CD on most online retailers, iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon. You can listen to it on Spotify, but I hope you buy it. I don't know why I told you that. And on my website, Sharon Marie Cline, CLINE.com, you can check out what's happening in my world, where we're going to be. There's lots of photo galleries and lots of opportunities to join in on many of our love fests that are going to be coming up, and communities that we're sharing things in. So please check out SharonMarieCline.com and get my music anywhere you want to get music online. You can find my CD.
That's right. And if you're here in LA, we want to have, you know what, let's do this. Yeah. If you're in LA and you come to Sharon Marie Cline's concert at LACMA, I will have only up to 5 people, because I can't be just giving out to the world. 5 people will get our hats. Jazzabrations Live. I have them in 5 different colors. This is a beige, a black, a red, and an olive, and I gave the blue to our earlier guest. So for 5 people that meet me at the Sharon Marie Cline concert, we have a Jazzabration Live cap for you. How about that?
That's one. That's so
That
generous.
way we will know that you, and then you'll have to tell us something so that you know that you're here and you saw us on live, and you just come up to me. Well, you have to know that I said it. So you have to come up to me. You have to find me. I'll be there.
Say Jazzabrations.
Yeah, say Jazzabrations Live. The first 5 people who come to me and say Jazzabrations Live will get a Jazzabrations Live cap at her show on Friday. Out at LACMA.
This Friday, November 17th, 6 to 8 p.m.
6 to, and it's free.
Yep.
So definitely, we're going to go and end this show with the last song. I want to hear
You Don't Know.
You Don't Know What Love Is. Thank you for tuning in to Jazzabrations Live here this Sunday. This is I believe our 10th or 11th show in the can. I'm excited. I'm your hostess, Linda Morgan, and I'm grateful for the many wonderful jazz and blues and all music friends that I have that come embrace and grace my wonderful show. Thank you for making it wonderful. Thank you for the opportunity to share you with my audience, and we look forward to seeing 5 of you at LACMA next Friday.
We'll see you on Friday, you guys.
Until next week, you're on Jazzabrations Live with Morris Media Studios and my studio engineers, Mr. Johnny Morris and Mr. Larombe Davis. Thank you so much for all the work that you do to make me look good. You are the best.
And thank
Until
you,
next week. Thank you, dear.
Until you've loved a love you've had to lose. You don't know what love is. Until you flipped your heart and you